Ladies and gentlemen, please begin to take your seats. Today's program will begin in 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please begin to take your seats. Today's program will begin in 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, our program will begin momentarily. Please take this opportunity to check all cell phones, Blackberries, and other wireless forms of communication and make sure that they are in the off position.
Please rise for the Performance Learning Center High School Class of 2016 and remain standing for the presentation of colors.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good morning. My name is Chris Louder, Superintendent of Cabarrus County Schools, and on behalf of the Cabarrus County Board of Education and the Cabarrus County Schools Administration, I'd like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony as we celebrate and recognize the class of 2016. All year long, I searched for ideas to use in the graduation speech. Not too long ago, I spoke to a group of students and I took questions from them, and one of them said, "If you could go back in time and talk to yourself, what would you say?" And I thought, wow, that's a great question. And then I did my best to answer. And when I got back in my car to leave that day, the song that came on the phone was a song called "Letter to Me" by Brad Paisley. I realized I had found my speech. If you're not familiar with the song, it's a country song where the narrator is writing a letter to himself when he is 17 so he can learn from his experiences. I thought I would also write a letter to me at 17, and hopefully you graduates might remember one or two things from my journey that could possibly help you on yours. Here we go. Dear 17-year-old me, this is your 47-year-old self sending you a letter. Pay attention and it might help guide you over the next 30 years. Well, let's start where it hurts. Your hair turns white and you gain about 50 pounds. They both happen a lot quicker than you can imagine, so enjoy looking young and eating what you want while you can. You will worry about where you're going to go to college and whether it's good enough and whether you'll make good grades and whether you can get a job from those grades and on and on and on. College will be great and you'll love it, but my experience after graduating is that no one really cares where you went to school, and no one has ever asked me what my GPA was in college. What they do want to know is if you do your best, if you will listen and learn, if you're honest and decent, and if you'll show up for work and if you'll show up on time. If you do these very simple things, you can do anything you want to in this world. I know you will worry if you will ever meet anyone and get married. You will worry how you will know they're the one and what sets them apart, and on and on and on. I won't tell you who or how you meet because that's part of the magic, but just know that you will, and she's pretty great. And after almost 23 years of being married, she still makes you laugh more than anyone else. When things are difficult, laughing is often the only thing that gets you through. So always, always try to be around and date people that make you laugh. You will have pain. The world is a tough place. It can be mean and it will knock you down and beat you up. It will happen in love, with friends, and at work. Some of the most difficult times in your life will end up being the ones that benefit you the most. The girl that you don't get, the school you didn't get into, the friend that betrays you, or the promotion you did not get. When these terrible things happen and you feel like you're knocked off your feet, you cannot retreat and stay home or stay in the bed. Instead, when you get knocked down, the most important thing to do is to come up swinging. It's that ability to keep fighting that will make the difference in your life. In every new role or job you take, you'll need to find yourself a mentor. There's always someone older and wiser who's been there before and who's willing to help. You think to yourself, I will never be like them, or they have no idea what it's like today. The fact is, there are people with experience who know all about it and could have helped you navigate that situation. Find yourself a mentor at work and a personal mentor. Even though you think they know nothing, Mom and Dad and several of the veterans at work can help you quite a bit. You just need to ask. You will think that your hometown is boring and repetitive. You will think I would rather be anywhere than here. So go check out other places and opportunities and see what you like and what you don't like. Travel, visit other places, and experience all you can. But know that once you've been to those places, and even when you live somewhere else, home will always have a special place. Each time you go away and return, you will always feel a warm comfort when you see that sign that says, "Welcome to Cabarrus County." And know that wherever you go, and whatever new things you do, and whatever new foods you try, nothing will ever be quite as good as a jumbo cherry lemon sundrop. Lastly, and probably most importantly, tell everyone that you care about that you love them. Tell Mom and Dad, tell your brother and sister, tell Grandma and Grandpa, Meemaw and Pawpaw. Tell the teachers who meant so much to you. Tell your friends, tell your wife, and tell your children. You can't go wrong by saying, "I love you," and no one ever says, "He told me he loved me too much." Sincerely, your 47-year-old self. P.S. In about 30 years, you will be talking to a group of students about to graduate from high school. They will be excited and scared and anxious about their future. Make sure you reassure them and tell them that everything's going to be okay. And so we say, congratulations, class of 2016. We're very proud of you, and we love you very much. As you go out into the world, do your best, tell the truth, listen, be decent to people, show up for work and show up on time, find yourself a mentor, surround yourself with people that make you laugh, and when the world knocks you down, come up swinging. And tell everyone you care about that you love them. If you do these things, or at least most of them, there's no need to worry. You are prepared for all the world has to offer. Trust me, as someone who was where you are 30 years ago, everything's going to be okay.
Good morning, and thank you for attending today's commencement ceremony for the Performance Learning Center. I'd like to thank the following Cabarrus County School Board members for their attendance today. Board Chair, Mr. Barry Shoemaker, Board Vice Chair, Carolyn Carpenter, Mr. Tim Furr, Mr. David Harrison, Mr. Jeff Phillips, Mr. Vince Powell, and Mr. Rob Walter. I would also like to thank Cabarrus County Schools Central Office administrators for their attendance. Superintendent Dr. Chris Lauder, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Jason Van Hoekeleum, and Assistant Superintendents Dr. Kelly Probst and Ms. Lynn Reimer. Without our school board members, central office, and the support of communities and schools, the Performance Learning Center would not be able to thrive and provide a viable educational option for the families in our community. For this, they deserve our thanks. At this time, I would like to welcome students from our graduating class to the podium.
Hi, my name is Matthew Jenkins. I would like to talk to you first for just a few seconds about how my school life wasn't the best. It all started in middle school when every year I would either get expelled or suspended. Then 8th grade came and stuff happened where I got sent to the Glenn Center. It wasn't a pleasant experience, even though I did get my work done and I actually got an A/B honor roll. Unfortunately, the environment of that school wasn't the best for me. Then I went to Mount Pleasant High School, and after being there, I realized that wasn't the best place for me either. I would do stupid things while there. One day, my guidance counselor told me about the wonderful school called PLC. At first, I wasn't sure about the whole work at your own pace environment, but because that was something that I was not used to. After the first couple of weeks of school, I was still unsure, then I realized that this was the place for me. I'm especially happy because while being here the first year, I got to meet the most wonderful young lady who is known as my girlfriend. She has a little girl, but I'm lucky enough for her to let me be a father figure for Ellie. I can't thank this school enough. Considering all the trouble I have been in, the PLC pretty much gave me a new slate and did not hold a thing against me from my past. I would like to thank all the teachers for helping me and also for pushing me at the same time. I want to thank my family for sticking with me, even though sometimes I didn't make it easy on them. They were still there for me no matter what. I'm so lucky. I'm also thankful for my friends that I have made at the school, friends that I can call family. One of the most important people I thank is my mom, because she has done everything she could do to make me realize how important it was to finish my high school education and be able to do something with my life. Even if it meant her threatening to take my car or even ground me, she would do it. Thank you, PLC staff and family, for helping me achieve something that I didn't think was possible. I would especially like to thank Mama Stancil for staying with me after school and also keeping me on track, keeping an eye on me and believing in me. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Daisy, and this is my journey throughout high school. Being a teen mom and going to school was very hard for me. It was a lot of responsibility. There were times my son would need to go to a doctor's appointment or he'll get sick that I had to stay home with him until he was able to go back to the babysitter. I missed so much school. I know that wasn't okay. Many times I would just cry for long periods because of frustration of missing school. I knew it was important, but so it was taking care of my kid as well. On the day I made it to school, I became overwhelmed with the stress of knowing I had 4 classes to finish up, along with making up many absences I accumulated in order to graduate on time. I feel like dropping out, but my fiance encouraged me to stick it out with positive thinking and a lot of effort. If it wasn't for my fiance, my friends, and my teachers, I wouldn't be standing here on this special day. I would like to thank Mama Stancil for everything she has done. When I first met her, I thought she was like all the teachers, like traditional teachers, school office secretaries, mean, scary, very bossy, as y'all can know. I was so afraid to ask her a question, look at her in the eyes, but she wasn't like that at all. She is precious and one of the sweetest people I know. She became a Mama Stancil, and she was constantly encouraged me to attend to school and graduate on time. She has always put a smile on my face, so I would like to say thank you, Mama Stancil, for everything you have done for me. Te quiero mucho. In addition, I would like to thank all my teachers, Dr. William, and most of all, Cabarrus County School Board for allowing us to have PLC. I don't know where I would have been without PLC, or if I would even be here graduating today, but I'm here and I'm so proud of myself. Thank you.
Before I begin my speech, I would like to thank the Performance Learning Center for allowing me to speak in front of all of you today as we approach this great milestone in our lives. And I'd like to thank my family, my beautiful family, for always motivating me and loving me unconditionally, and always to tell me to be the best that I can be and always strive for it. I love you dearly, all of you. And with that, let me tell you a little bit about my journey. Many times I had doubt in my mind, nights in my bed where I couldn't sleep, thinking about the future and where my life was taking me. I see it every time my eyes are open and every time my eyes are closed. My future, my path, and my dreams. All my life I just saw myself as just a cool, understanding, athletic, and determined kid, but all my life I struggled with this one word, and that word was self-motivation. All throughout school I struggled with it. I've been the type to put everything off until the last minute, and that affected my academics in a negative way. In addition, at my old school I felt I didn't have a voice. Like my personality couldn't come out. And I just made me the quiet kid that really just went with the flow in the regular traditional school. With that, I also struggled in the classroom because I wasn't getting the right one-on-one connections I needed with my teachers. Being with a class size of about 25 to 30 kids, it was rough. I never felt that I could get the help or attention needed without being embarrassed. So during my freshman through junior years, I just didn't feel right about my original school. And I felt that I was missing something, that spark that every high school kid needs through his years. So during the summer of 2015, I was in a sticky situation with my education and upcoming senior year. So during my junior year, I just encountered a lot of downfalls in my academics, sports, and daily school life. I talked it out with my parents, and I told them I wanted something new, something different from my last year of high school. My first option was trying to enroll into a private or charter school. These options failed due to location and financial situations. With many doubts and minds running through my head, I didn't know what to do. Where I was going for my senior year of high school, I just didn't know. I didn't think there was any more options until a friend by the name of Ariel King, she's sitting somewhere over here. Oh, there you go. There we go. And told me about the school she was enrolled in. And she told me how it was a great school for one-on-one connections between students and staff. And it was a great learning environment for all of us students. So in mid-August, I decided to make a life-changing decision and enroll into the Performance Learning Center. And since that day, I officially enrolled, and I haven't regretted a single moment I stepped foot in this school. Every time I stepped foot in the Performance Learning Center, I felt at home and at peace. The Performance Learning Center has affected me in many ways, shapes, and forms. And throughout the school year, this program has taught me so many life lessons. And it showed me a new type of work ethic that I will carry for the rest of my life. With the school year coming to an end, I couldn't have imagined a better place to finish my senior year, especially with all the friendships I made and all the laughter and all the good times we all experienced here. This school brought me so much joy, and all the memories here will be cherished for the rest of my life. I feel through the Performance Learning Center, I have learned how to work hard, be self-motivated in order to be successful in this life. And I have also learned that these things are just a step in the right direction to lead to greater things. And I know the decisions I make now will affect my future. I've been fortunate to experience the great opportunities by attending the Performance Learning Center, and the achievements I made in this short time frame have been such a blessing. As of now, as of before, I was accepted into 4 different colleges, and I was on the roll for the perfect attendance list. And most importantly, I'm proud to say that the positive changes in my life are a direct effect of this school. And what can I say? I'm blessed. This school has changed my life for the good, and I'll always cherish the memories it's given me. In my heart, this school is included in my story that is being written, and only God knows the rest. But this is only the introduction. My future is unfolding, and the story is only the beginning. But I know in my heart that this school has played a very important role in the first chapter of success. And before I conclude my speech, I just want to talk to you seniors real quick. This is the hard part. Thank you guys. I can't forget about you guys. All the amazing memories we all made, I really couldn't have done this all without you guys. All you guys supporting me, loving everybody, all the great memories we had. I love you all. And let's make our mark one by one, and let's change this world. Thank you.
I would like to say good morning to everyone. Hi, my name is Allure Cofield. Before I get started, I just want to congratulate all my fellow peers, class of 2016. Congratulations to you guys. Thank you to all my family and friends and teachers being a part of this journey and celebrating this moment with us. We appreciate you helping us along the way and supporting us throughout all the milestones that have brought us to this point. It's been a long journey for me. I've had good days, but also struggles. The hurt from my father not being a part of my life too. Depression and many sleepless nights. But here I stand, and it wouldn't be possible without the 2 most important people in my life. God and my mother. Without these 2, I wouldn't be able to get through the hardships, the tears, and the hurt. So I am grateful to have made it this far. Let me share a little story of my past with you. When I was in the 4th grade, I was held back, and that really got me through an emotional state. After that happened, I felt like I would be behind everybody forever. I felt like giving up, and after getting told by many people that I was stupid, dumb, and people saying it would be impossible for me to be successful in school, I felt like I was going to be a failure. I felt helpless, but my mom always told me to keep my faith in God, to pray, to ask God to guide me, and never give up, no matter how hard it got, she would never let me give up on myself and continue to push me. And still to this day, she pushes me. By the grace of God, the love of my mother, and the ambition, I kept going, I kept believing, and I knew where I wanted to be in life and what I wanted to accomplish. I worked hard because despite of being held back in the grade, I set a goal to graduate on time. Most females who don't have their father in their life end up going down the wrong path. In my case, even though it was a struggle for me without having my father's love, presence, and encouragement, I pushed through because my mother's love, the love of God, my teachers, families, and friends. Before attending the PLC, school was not easy. Trust me. Throughout my school years, I was bullied as a kid. I was told I was strange. People picked on me on the way I dressed. There were many days I felt with tears. I even got into a physical altercation at my old high school. The devil was trying to stop me, but I didn't let that keep me from my eyes on the prize. My mom always was there to comfort me, but she always made sure I never lost my focus. She continued to give me encouragement. She taught me to hold my head up high and ignore negativity. She always told me that I'm smart, beautiful, and I could do anything I put my mind to. She showed me love. While at my old high school, a guidance counselor, her name was Miss Gala, told me about this amazing school called PLC. She told me all I needed to do to get into this school was to get a good test score and pass it. That day I did. I met all the requirements I needed to, and a couple months later I got into the school. Now trust me, I was really hyped up. I love this school. But anyway, then I met Miss Stansel. And Miss Stansel and me had this funny interview, and she talked to me, and she told me then and there, I made it. Thank you, Ms. Dancel. And again, by the grace of God and my friends, family, and the love and support by this school, I made it. I appreciate the PLC staff for what they have done for me and every other student. Without these great people, we wouldn't be here today. The school helped us accomplish so much, and they never gave up on us. I just can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for the opportunity for me attending this school and everybody else, for all your support. To everyone, I want to share these quotes with you. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and then suddenly you're doing the impossible. Because there's no such thing as impossible. Anything is worth having for, is worth fighting for. I also want to leave you with just this. Just know the sky is not the limit. There's a whole universe out there waiting for us to reach it. And thank you from the bottom of my heart, my mother, my sisters, my brothers, my stepdad, aunts, uncle, grandmother, my boyfriend, and so much other people. And one big thanks to God, because without him, I wouldn't be here. So thank you, Lord. And to my big peers, I wish you the best luck and much success. Dad.
Good morning, everyone. Fellow classmates, my name is Aina Viviano. Most of you don't know. We stand here today with friends and family, ready to embark on one of the most important journeys of our lives. Yesterday, we were only skinny freshmen, fighting with the locks on our lockers, trying to figure out our next class. And looking almost clueless at the upperclassmen, telling ourselves we would one day be like them. Today, we leave as graduates. We've grown to be strong and confident, knowing that we can overcome any obstacle that we are faced with. Over the past few years, we've created memories together. For me and my educational journey, the memories are endless. It seems like yesterday when I woke up to the start of a new life, in a new country. There was a lot of determination, sweat, and tears in this journey, and it wasn't until my first day to step foot in the United States school that everything hit me. I would have to start from zero. Learn new things, and it was difficult. I had to learn a new language, find new friends, and could not understand anything coming out of my teacher's mouth. I was a simple girl, shy, clueless to everything around me, frustrated and yet scared of what would be ahead of me each day. My parents worked day and night, and I was overcome with fear. I didn't want to do a wrong choice on my part to risk where they may end. High school began, and I was unsure of what direction my life would take. JOTC was my salvation. Helped me learn to fight for what I wanted, set my goals, and correct my mistakes. Joining the United States Army was something I had to set in mind to do. I researched about it and talked to many recruiters, but it seemed that many doors in my academic life were closing on me. I felt like I was in a pit of darkness. Like the saying goes, when one door closes, another one will open. And that's exactly what happened to me. The PLC was one of those doors. It gave me a second opportunity to become a better student and a second chance for success. Today, I can look back at those days, weeks, months, years I spent in the four walls of a classroom. I'm sure we all remember how, as freshmen, we longed to be sophomores, then juniors, and finally seniors. So how do we measure those years? Let's not look at our experience as just periods, semesters, and years that we had to get through. Instead, let's measure them as a moment in life we shared many times together, good and bad, and where we learned new things, socially and academically. We even learned about our mistakes and matured along the way as we overcame obstacles in our life. I looked at this day as an end to a high school, but as the start of a new chapter in our lives. We are the big leagues now, we're the better things yet to come, but it's up to us to make it happen. Our teachers have always talked about choices. Make the choice to pursue your dreams, but forth the effort to accomplish them and live life to the fullest. So now, teachers, thank you. Thank you for everything that you did throughout the years. Thank you for the parents who helped us. For my mom, dad, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for never doubting me. And friends, those people who don't know me yet, thank you as well. Now, congratulations, class of 2016. Wherever we go, wherever we stand, and we shall achieve nothing but greatness.
Good morning, everyone. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the PLC staff, and I'd like to thank my family and my friends for the support. My name is Khalil Green, and I'm proud and honored to have been asked to speak in front of you all today. I couldn't have made it this far without a story to tell. About 4 years ago, I imagined myself graduating with a high school diploma in my left hand and an associate's degree in my right. But due to my own mistakes, my only option was to transfer to another school. That's when the Performance Learning Center was referred to me, and I thought it was the best option because of its family-oriented atmosphere. And now today, I'm happy to say that I'm graduating from the PLC. And to my fellow graduates, we began high school as children, but we're leaving as adults. We've completed a basic education that can serve as the platform we use to launch ourselves into our futures. Some of us will go to college, others will go straight into the workforce, but each of us will travel on our own path. We stand here today on the edge of our future, and it's not a distant reality anymore. It begins today. No matter where we go or what we decide to do, there are challenges ahead of us. What I'm asking from each of you today, and from myself, is to meet those challenges straight on with your head held high and your heart wide open. It's not enough to simply try to get by in life anymore. That doesn't move the world forward. You must try to excel in everything you do and strive for excellence in every task, large or small. Thank you.
Thank you, students. You are the stars of today and who we are here to celebrate. I have enjoyed getting to know each of you and appreciate you sharing that our school provides a great service to you, your families, and this community. The Performance Learning Center's initial graduating class consisted of 7 students. 9 years later, we have a class of 62 graduates, and many of whom will be moving on to higher education next year. Ours is the first of many graduations that will occur in this arena over the weekend, and for many of the students from the other high schools earning diplomas this weekend, high school graduation is expected. A majority of these students enjoyed a clear path to this moment without major obstacles. With many of you, that is not the case. By making it today, you have dramatically increased your options in life. You have opened many doors that would have been closed if you had given up on this journey. I feel that all residents of Cabarrus County owe you gratitude for your accomplishment. Understand that if it were up to me, this arena would be filled to the rafters with members of our community celebrating your accomplishment. However, the PLC staff and all in attendance this morning understand that for all of you that this is a big deal. This is a very big deal. And you have rightfully earned our respect and admiration. In closing, I would like to thank each of you for making this past year a rewarding and meaningful experience in my career. I am humbled by your dedication and perseverance. Please make the most of this opportunity to pursue your dreams. You have the potential to achieve greatness. Thank you. Dr. Louder and special guests, it is my pleasure to present the following candidates for graduation from the Cabarrus County Performance Learning Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2016, Kelsey Margaret Abbey. Christiane Chase Archer. Caitlin Marie Baker. Robert Lee Barnes, Jr. Diana Laura Viviano Ramirez. Kennedy Nicole Blackman. Hunter Jacob Blankenship. Alexandra Page Bodford. Madeline Brooke Brown. Tadia Calleja Esparza. Jarrell Maurice Campbell. Brianna Gail Cartner. Jasmine Lee Case. Allure Monet Cofield. Cheyenne Hope Cox. Janine Elisa Diaz. Taylor Jean Emery. Morgan Nicole Francis. Ryan Lee Furbay. Nicholas Paul George. Brian Lee Gilliland Jr. Jessica Gines Goldsmith. Khalil Garland Green. Raymond Stephen Humphreys, Sr. Zaire Denise Hunter. Matthew Bryant Ray Jenkins. Kahile Douglas Kelly. Ariel Celeste King. Daisy Ixanami Lobato Lorenzo. Jennifer Cardoso Maciel. Alexis Marie Mashburn. Michaela Rose Matheson. Coleman Slade Metter. Yasmin LaShawn Yulita Medlin. Philip Michael Moody. Jennifer Pastrana Bernal. Vanna Brooke Rankin. Jabraylin Dantes Redfern. Sarah Mackenzie Roach. Dominique Nathaniel Roseman. Caitlin Alexis Roz. Yaneli Lisbeth Salmaron Rodriguez. Madeline Rose Shirley. Nichelle Gabriela Simmons. Cody Austin Simpson. Josiah Israel Shaquem Smith. Kaylin Michelle Teague. Bobby Wayne Thompson, Jr. Tatiana Noel Torres. Deborah Cherie Tucker. Merly Melissa Villalobos del Cid. Amari Kismay Walls. Daniel Jason Whitaker. Lauren Brooke White. Madison Lene Williams. Haley Rose Wilson.
Okay. Will the class of 2016 please stand? In the presence of these witnesses and by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Cabarrus County Board of Education, I pronounce you graduates of the Cabarrus County Performance Learning Center. You may now place the tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the 2016 graduates of the Cabarrus County Performance Learning Center. Congratulations. Junior marshals, you may take your positions.
Thank you.